Today, we're jumping right back into this brutal, chaotic world of Deathstroke, the Terminator, with issue number 3. Now, if you guys remember our last video, Slade Wilson was left in an absolute nightmare scenario. He's battered, bloodied, and right at the end of the issue, two of the deadliest marksmen in the DC universe show up, Deadshot and Deathblow. We find out there's a massive multi-million-dollar bounty on his head, but the reason for this bounty? Trust me when I tell you, it's going to completely flip everything you think you know about Slade Wilson on its head. So without further ado, let's jump right into the story. We pick up where we left off. Deathstroke is pinned down behind a pile of burning debris. He's completely out of ammo, his body is broken, and his options are officially zero. Through his internal narration, Slade is taking inventory of his damage. Stabbed, caught a few bullets, pretty sure I broke a couple of ribs when I crashed that helicopter, and to top it all off, they killed Wintergreen. For those who don't know who Wintergreen isn't just Slade's right-hand man or tactical advisor, he's essentially his anchor to humanity. He's the best friend, and with Wintergreen dead, Slade is operating on pure, unadulterated rage. As he says, "Now someone's trying to kill me. Is that you, Floyd?" As Deadshot responds, "Hey Slade, you doing okay, buddy? You're working for the same client that had my man killed? Somebody killed your friend? I'm sorry to hear that, pal. Maybe you should just turn yourself in so nobody else has to die?" Deathstroke, "I'm not surrendering, and you know you can't beat me." As Deadshot responds, "Maybe not one-on-one, that's why I brought my friend." Deathstroke clutches the last grenade, pulls the pin, and flings it over his shoulder. As Deadshot catches the grenade, hurls it back into the air right above Slade, as Deathblow shoots the grenade mid-air, triggering a massive blinding explosion directly over Slade's head as Deathblow grunts, "We're not friends." Before the smoke can even clear, Deathstroke leaps into action. He draws his sword, screaming, "Enough talk, Deadshot! Tell me who the client is! Who killed Wintergreen?" As we see Deadshot fire point blank into Slade's torso, the impact blasts Deathstroke backwards, sending him crashing to the dirt as he responds, "Are you kidding me right now? Are you okay? Did you hit your head in the helicopter explosion? You know who killed him." As this is where the story gets incredibly dark, guys. As Slade is laying on the ground, he starts hearing a voice. It's Wintergreen. The voice whispers to him, "They're mocking you, Slade. They know you're falling apart." As Slade screams out loud, "Shut up, Wintergreen! You're not here! You're not!" Deadshot kneels down next to Slade, completely weirded out, as he says, are you cracking up? Are you really talking to your dead friend right now? Is there a ghost with us? Is this like a dead man thing? Dude, you're acting straight up crazy." Slade snaps out of it. "You want to be a dead man thing? Keep dodging my questions. Who killed Wintergreen?" Deathstroke knocks Deathblow over and lunges at Deadshot. He punches Deadshot hard across the face, sending him reeling backwards as Deathblow watches from a distance and mutters, "Completely outside the bounds of what's acceptable, even by murderer standards." Deadshot spits out some blood and yells back at Slade, "Your standards, by the way. You broke the code, Slade. You made this personal." Slade, confused, screams back, "What the hell are you talking about?" Deadshot begins firing his guns at Slade as he dodges the gunfire as Deadshot screams, "Rule number 1, Slade," and once again, the phantom voice of Wintergreen echoes in Slade's mind. He's right, you are cracking up. Slade screams, "Shut up! You aren't real!" Deadshot asks, "Are you feeling okay, Slade?" As Slade coldly responds, "I don't feel anything." He pulls out a combat knife, preparing to gut Deadshot as Deathblow lines up his gun, yells, "Don't do it, old-timer! I'm not looking to kill you, but I've got you in my sights, and I don't miss. I'm counting to 3. 1, 2... At that very second, we flash back to the past, years ago. We see Wintergreen about to address a crowded room. But guys, look at who's in this room. We see every major mercenary and assassin in the DC universe. We have Captain Boomerang, Constantine Dracone, Cheshire, Deadshot, Merlin, KGB Beast, Black Spider, and Orphan. Essentially the apex predators of the underworld. Wintergreen, addressing them, says, "Merchants of Death, I want to thank you all for joining us. I know the invitations were slightly unconventional and rather aggressive, but we take your attendance as a sign of mutual respect. Not for one another, perhaps, but certainly for the work, and that's why we're here. The work has become complicated. Deathstroke steps up as he tells him, he speaks for me. This isn't assassination school. All of you know your trade. But with the many operators in this field, wires are starting to get crossed. The wrong people are getting killed. I know you're all rebels and you'll never be good people, but if you want to call yourselves professionals at some point, you'll have to follow some kind of guidelines. But before Slade can finish, a booming voice echoes from above. Of course you speak of rules. Insects like yourselves know only how to follow. As we cut to see, it's Ra's al Ghul, the demon head himself. He's looking down from the rafters, surrounded by scores of masked league of assassin ninjas. Slade tries to keep it diplomatic as he says, "We didn't come here to fight." Ra's al Ghul responds, "Excellent, we'll keep that in mind. League, kill them all." Instantly, the room erupts into a full-scale riot. Ninjas drop from the ceiling, slitting throats, and an all-out war begins between the mercenaries and the League of Assassins. Slade stands in the center of the room, wielding his sword and pistol, calmly stating, "Nobody's in charge here. This isn't a government, but there are going to be some rules, and there are going to be punishments for breaking them." In a flash of sheer superhuman speed, Deathstroke cuts his way through the ninja guards, and before Ra's al Ghul can even react, Slade's cold Promethean blade is resting directly against Ra's al Ghul's jugular vein. Slade yells, "You hear me, Dracula? Nobody's in charge. Not you, not any of us." Realizing he's been checkmated, Ra's al Ghul commands his men to stand down. Wintergreen adjusts his tie and says, "As my friend was saying, it's past time we establish some guidelines. The operators gathered here are elite professionals. They are not freakish Gotham City carnies. If you want to be paid like professionals, you'll have to behave like one. When one of you slips up, business suffers for everyone." Slade chimes in, "If soda cola starts to make people bleed out of their eyeballs, people won't just switch to zesty cola, they'll quit drinking soda altogether." Right here, guys, this is the foundation of the criminal underworld's code of conduct he created. Rule number 1. Follow orders. If you accept the job, follow the objectives carefully. A satisfied client pays on time. Rule number 2. Family is off limits. This is business. It is never personal. As the flashback shifts to show Slade discussing these new rules with his wife, Slade tells her, "They agreed to it, Adeline. It took some discussion, but they agreed. What happened to us won't happen again. Families won't be used as leverage anymore. This will keep you safe. My word is my bond." But Adeline, furious, screams at him, "What good does any of this do me? What good does it do for our sons? Joseph will never recover from what they did to him. Grant is dead. He's never coming back. And this is the best you can come up with? Rules and regulations?" She shoves him, yelling, "Don't touch me. I can keep myself safe. And why aren't you broken? Are you even in there, Slade? Do you feel anything at all? I'm frozen here in grief, and you keep moving forward." Slade looks at her and says, "I felt it when you shot me in my eye, Adeline. I felt that." And Adeline coldly responds, "You weren't supposed to feel it, Slade. You were supposed to die." Cut back to the present day, Deathblow yells, "3!" and blasts Deathstroke directly in his back. Slade drops to his knees and says, "Wait, you don't have to do this," as we see more of the rules flashing through his mind. Rule 3, no credit, no freebies. We aren't spree killers, you're service providers. You're good at something, you get paid for it. Rule 4, exclusivity. Once you have a contract, it's yours, no claim jumping. Rule 5, discretion, no snitching. Your client's information is never for sale. Deadshot walks up to Slade, aims his guns at his head, sneering, "I'm sorry, are you begging for mercy? You have better luck pleading with Cray over there. Deathblow's just a hired gun. Me, I came here for blood. But if you don't want to fight," Slade snaps out of it. "I never said I don't want to fight." He lunges forward, slicing through Deadshot's armor as he yells, "You don't have to do this. You can just tell me who sent you." Deathblow starts laying down heavy suppression fire as Slade, completely out of his options, throws his knife straight at Deathblow, forcing him to stop shooting. Suddenly, Slade gets a radio call on his comms as he grunts, "I'm a little busy right now." The voice on the other end says, "I'll make it quick. I'm trying to find the information on the blind drop client who put that hit on you, but I've hit a massive firewall. Someone really doesn't want you to have this info." Slade dodges a combined attack from Deadshot and Deathblow, replying, "Yeah, I think I'm looking at them right now." The ally continues, "Also, the police and media are all over the scene of your last assignment. There are tons of chatter about you, Slade, but nobody has anything about Wintergreen being there." Slade, "It was him, I saw him." The ally replies, "I'm not doubting you, but someone is searching for Wintergreen like crazy in all the digital spaces, and they're trying to track your location too. It feels like another mercenary, but they're being incredibly messy. Do you have any idea who will be looking for both of you right now?" Slade looks at his attackers and says, "Yeah, I got a guess. What can we do to keep them from finding me?" The ally responds, "Keep moving. Don't try to draw any attention." Then Deathblow is on his knees, scrambling in the dirt, muttering, "Wait, where's my gun?" Too late. Deathstroke has already scooped it up. He unloads the entire magazine directly at Deathblow. The gun clicks empty. Deathblow, defeated, mutters, "God, he's unstoppable." Slade stands over him looking terrifying as he says, "Now you're catching on, soldier. You can hit me as much as you want. I'm going to keep moving. I don't feel bad. I don't feel pain. I don't feel anything." Before he can finish his sentence, Deadshot yells, "Nobody's unstoppable," as he fires point-blank shot into Deathstroke's face. Slade stumbles back, holding his face as his half mask is in pieces, revealing his exposed face underneath. He whispers, "I told you, someone is coming after my people, and nothing's going to stop me from finding out who. You can kill me 100 times. I'm just going to claw my way out of hell and keep right on moving." Deadshot steps up closer, pressing the barrel of his gauntlet right against Slade's exposed forehead. "Let's see if you're right about that." Slade, using his last bit of strength, screams at the top of his lungs, "Who killed him? Who killed Wintergreen?" Deadshot pauses, looks down at him and says, "Come on, man, be serious. Everyone knows who did it." And this is where this issue gives us a massive mind-bending twist. We cut to a video footage that clearly shows Deathstroke holding a sword directly to Wintergreen's throat and killing him. This is the reason there's a bounty on Slade's head. The reason the entire criminal underworld has turned against him. It's because the entire world, including Deadshot and Deathblow, believe that Deathstroke is the one who murdered Wintergreen, his best friend. And this is where this issue ends, leaving us with a massive cliffhanger. What do you guys think? Any guesses who this mastermind is? Let me know your thoughts in comments below. This concludes this crazy action-packed comic. If you like this comic, go support me. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons to get notifications when new videos are up, and I'll see you next time.